If you're looking for a VBA automation that filters project deadlines via a simple drop-down like this project would definitely help you. So stay tuned to find out more. Hello everyone, welcome to value.vba. As you guys already know, we are doing a VBA automation that filters project deadlines by this simple drop down over here. So what we are going to do right now is to pull the dates according to the criteria of this drop down over here. If you guys want to change the drop down anytime, you can also change the formula accordingly, so it's easy and simple for y'all. So let's get to it right now. We'll be starting by today's date, followed by 1 week, 2 week, and a month. I'm gonna put all the formulas on another sheet, so no one is gonna change anything here. So let's just go to the other sheet, and let's just start with today's date, which is today, and then the last day of the first week. So let's just go today minus weekday today, because I only want weekday only, so plus 6, 2 weeks. Just gonna paste the formula. 13. And then for months, we are using this EO month today. And then the month, we are going to put 0. So as you can see from here, it is all the last day of the week and then followed by the end of the month. Okay, so now we have all the formulas done. We'll be going to the code. Now in the sub extract dates, firstly declaring the variables for the start date and the end date of week 1, week 2, and also for a month. After that, we appoint variables from cell value. So for start date, it is over here, column D and row 3. So you can see from here, the cell defined like this. So the left side is row, the right side is column. So column D is number 4, row 3 it's here. So for end date week 1 it's also the same, end date week 2 is also the same, and end date month is also the same. So after that, we have to start declaring the start row and the last row of the whole table, so we are able to roughly know the start row of the table and the end row of the table, so it's easier for the filter to happen. So after we declare it as long, we go to set the starting row to the row with the header, which is row 4 over here. So after we set row 4, we declare our last row from this table. This is the table range A4 onwards. Current region rows count. So it will count the last row below at this range A4. So after that, we have to set if statements for each condition. So I have this condition 1 week, 2 weeks, month, and all. So let's just start for 1 week first. So for sheets, list of products, which is the sheet that we are talking about just now, which has the table. Dot range, the address of the starting column which you want to filter. So for us is firstly, in order to do autofilter, we will need to know which range to start first. So let's do sheets dot range. I'll be doing a A4 range because this is the starting of the table. Okay, A. Starting row. So remember to add an end over here, and the column of the end of the table, which is E, and last row. Dot auto filter field field 4. This is the column that we want to filter. So field 4, criteria, criteria 1, more or equals to format, start date, one month day YY, operator, and criteria 2. So second criteria will be criteria 2 less than equals to end format end date week 1, comma, 1 month day and YY. After you're done with the first week, you can see that it's actually working. Let's try. It's actually working. So now we will go on to the second week. So now it will be super easy because you just have to copy and paste. So let's just copy and paste, copy and paste into all these if statements. So for week 2 weeks, because we have the end date week 2 set here, so we will just copy and change it over here. So for here, you'll copy the end date week 1, end date of the month. Okay, so for this all is pretty much simple. So what we're going to do is that we are going to let it display the filters. So let's do sheets dot list projects, okay, then dot show all data. Okay, but for this thing it will come up for an error. Okay, so when it runs it will have an error. So let me show you guys. If you run it again, it will have an error because it's already shown all. So in order to stop this from happening, right, I'm going to add an on error resume next. On error go to 0, so that it won't prompt it as an error. So we'll just like ignore it if it has another show all data. So now it's like okay, as you can see. The last part of the code that I'm going to show you, in order to get the drop down to run a code whenever it is changed or clicked, we have this code over here to run it. So this is called a private sub worksheet change. It changes whenever the cell is modified. So in order to get this code, right, let me just comment it off so I can show you guys again. So what we do is go to worksheets and then we go to change, and we have this private sub over here. We have this code generated. So let me delete this off. So for this code to actually work, we need to set the target that we want to change. So for this case, our target is actually the drop down. So these have to change in order to change this table, right? So we take the address, which is F1, okay? So we set the address. If the target address is actually F1, we call the sub extract dates and then end if, full stop. That is just all. So whenever it changes, whenever F1 changes, it will keep calling this extract dates. So that is all for the coding. So if you guys find this video helpful, do like and subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll try my best to help you. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.